So I just reblogged something on Tumblr basically saying, if you send me a name of someone, then I'll tell you a story about that person. So let's get into it. Brittany. All right. So a couple weeks ago, not even a couple weeks ago, like last week, I went out with my girl Brittany BJ. And why the fuck were we like, let's go and do Baby Got Back during karaoke? And yo, this bitch could dance. Like that's the thing. I can't dance at all. So I'm over here doing the raps and shit, and this bitch is twerking like yo, and she's just going like that's the thing. This bitch is full of so much energy. Like she's pure comedy. Jordan. In middle school, for my music class, we had to come up with a song. No, we didn't. We had to come up with a fake band and album cover. And me and this girl named Jordan, we got paired up together. And that's around the time when the show Crossing Jordan came out. So I was like, let's call our album Crossing Jordan. And it'll be me and you walking across the street. Like, that'll be our album cover. This bitch was like, no. Jesse, when I was in high school, I had a crush on this dude named Jesse Buttrick. Buttrick. But we called him Buttrick. And I had such a crush on him. I thought he was so cute. My thing is, I don't have a type, but what turns me on is a dude that's kind of diesel. I love like tall, broad shoulders, big arms. I really like that shit because I want to just be smothered. So when I synced him, I was like, damn, I'm trying to get at it. And I remember talking to him one time. He was telling me that he was coming up with a machine to blow up the sun. This nigga really said that to me. And I told my best friend Venetia, this bitch was like, girl, you need to get in good with him and then tell him I'm cool so that we don't get blown up. I was like, yep. So that for the rest of the year, we was trying to be real cool to him, trying to figure out what his plan was. And we told other people what his plan was, like to blow up the sun. And they were like, y'all are stupid. Like, he can't really do that. Jasmine. Ooh. So I was at this is terrible. I was at Girl Scout camp and there was a girl who straight up came from Siberia and I used to just be like I didn't like her because she was kind of stank. That's the thing. When I was in Girl Scout camp, I was in the camp with like all the misfit girls, like all the like really cute girls. They were in one camp, and then all like the misfits, we were all in another camp, and we were actually called Hikers Hell, and these other bitches were in another thing called Summit. And the bitch that I didn't like, who was Siberian, she would just always be fucking with me. So I would just be like, fuck Siberia. Like, but you're not supposed to be cussing. But I'd be like, fuck Siberia on the low. And I remember she started crying. Her name was Jasmine. But she started crying to me one time. Like, she came up to me, like, we were outside of the porta potties. And she was just like, do you really hate me because I'm from Siberia? I was like, no. I was like, I don't even hate you. I just think you're mean. And then she was like, I think you're mean. I was like, well, I'm not really mean. And she's like, I'm not really mean. And then we became really good friends. We washed each other's hair. And see, another thing, for niggas in the woods, my mother bought me some tangerine fucking shampoo. Girl, when I tell you, them fucking mosquitoes smelt that shit and came for me, okay? They read me for blood, okay? They took so many fucking bites out of my head. It was a fucking mess. Do you know anyone named Katya? I don't. But I've heard of a drag queen named Katya, and she looks good as fuck. So I'll shout her out. Chris. I used to have a crush on a dude named Chris. And in middle school, I used to have a clip-on weave ponytail. And, I used to be funny and clip it off and be like, ha, and just laugh. And then one day, I don't know why, but this nigga wanted to put himself in the act. And so what he did was he unclipped my ponytail and put it on his head and started running around the school saying his name was Ishbu. So that really bothered me and irked me for the rest of my fucking life. Christina. Christina was my best girlfriend. I remember like we were good friends freshman year of high school, and she told me she wanted to lose her virginity so bad that she ended up fucking this dude that she really liked just so that she would get it over with, and then she stopped talking to his ass for like ever. So it was really awkward, and she's pretty much why I just didn't lose my virginity because I was just like, that's crazy. I can't just be giving it away. Kayla, girl. I remember I went to a basketball game and this girl named Kayla rolled up on this other bitch named Brittany and put her fingers through her hair and beat the shit out of her, dragging her down bleachers at a basketball game. And this bitch pissed on herself, and someone paid me $2 to confirm that it was pee. So I made $2 off this dumb bitch.